Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Anita Anand with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says ease of justice is as important as ease of doing business and ease of living. Urges district legal services authorities to speed up justice delivery system. Work has been done at a fast pace in last 8 years to strengthen judicial infrastructure, says Prime Minister, addresses inaugural session of first Indian District Legal Services Authorities meet in New Delhi. Prime Minister lays foundation stone of various green energy projects of NTPC worth over 5,200 crore. Also launches National Solar Rooftop Portal. Union Minister Narendra Singh Tomar to present Agriculture Infrastructure Fund Awards in New Delhi today. Home Minister Amit Shah to address National Conference on Drug Trafficking and National Security in Chandigarh today. .5140 at Dras sector named as Gun Hill to mark victory of Indian Armed Forces during Operation Vijay. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And in Commonwealth Games, 3 Indian weightlifters to fight for gold in their respective categories today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that ease of justice is as important as ease of doing business and ease of living. Mr. Modi said National Legal Service Authority and District Legal Services Authorities can play a great role in the speedy justice delivery system. The Prime Minister said this while inaugurating the first All India District Legal Services Authorities meet in New Delhi today. He said justice delivery is equally important as is access to the judicial system for any society.
देश ने नेशनल लीगल सर्विसेज अथॉरिटी इसकी स्थापना भी की ताकि कमजोर से कमजोर व्यक्ति को भी न्याय का अधिकार मिल सके। विशेष रूप से हमारी डिस्ट्रिक्ट लीगल सर्विस अथॉरिटीज हमारे लीगल एड सिस्टम के बिल्डिंग ब्लॉक्स की तरह है। किसी भी समाज के लिए जुडिशियल सिस्टम का एक्सेस जितना जरूरी है उतना ही जरूरी जस्टिस डिलीवरी भी है। इसमें एक अहम योगदान जुडिशियल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर का भी होता है।
Mr. Modi said in the last 8 years, work has been done at a faster pace to strengthen the judicial infrastructure of the country.
पिछले 8 वर्षों में देश के जुडिशियल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को मजबूत करने के लिए तेज गति से काम हुआ है। जुडिशियल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर को आधुनिक बनाने के लिए 9,000 करोड़ रुपए खर्च किए जा रहे हैं। देश में कोर्ट हॉल्स की संख्या भी बढ़ी है। जुडिशियल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के निर्माण में ये तेजी जस्टिस डिलीवरी को भी स्पीड अप करेगी।
Underlining India's leadership in information technology and fintech, the Prime Minister stressed that there cannot be a better time to introduce more power of technology in judicial proceedings. He said under the e-courts mission, virtual courts are being started in the country. 24-hour courts have started functioning for crimes like traffic violations. Reiterating that Amrit Kal is a period of duty, the Prime Minister said we have to work on the areas that have remained neglected so far. Mr. Modi once again raised the issue of sensitivity towards under-trial prisoners and said the district legal services authorities can take up responsibility of providing legal aid to such prisoners.
हमारे संविधान का आर्टिकल 39A इसने लीगल एड को बहुत प्राथमिकता दी है। इसका महत्व हम देश में लोगों के भरोसे से देख सकते हैं। हमारे यहाँ सामान्य से सामान्य मानवी को ये विश्वास होता है कि अगर कोई नहीं सुनेगा तो अदालत के दरवाजे खुले हैं। न्याय का ये भरोसा हर देशवासी को ये एहसास दिलाता है कि देश की व्यवस्थाएं उसके अधिकारों की रक्षा कर रही हैं।
Chief Justice of India N.V. Ramana said that strengthening the district judiciary is the need of the hour. He said it is a driving force behind the legal aid movement in the country.
Our true strength at this juncture lies with our youth. With an average age of 29 years, 1/5 of the world's youth live in India. This huge human resources is properly trained will drive our economic progress. With skilled workers estimated to be only 3% of our total workforce, we need to harness the full potential of youthful demographic profile of our country. With the Western world increasingly failing short of skilled human resources, it is India's turn to fill up the gap globally.
Law Minister Kiren Rijiju said that National Legal Services Authority has launched a campaign, Release Under Trial Review Committee at 75 from the 16th of this month for identifying eligible prisoners and recommending release of fit cases to Under Trial Review Committee.
The Department of Justice and National Legal Service Authority have decided to work together to provide integrated delivery of legal services in key areas of common interest. That is strengthening pre-litigation advice and consultation through tele-law, expanding the base of pro bono lawyers under the Nyay Bandhu program, empower the citizens with legal literacy and awareness in 112 aspirational districts of our country.
There are a total 676 district legal services authorities in the country.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today launched the Power Ministry's flagship revamped distribution sector scheme today. The revamped distribution sector scheme aims at improving the operational efficiencies and financial sustainability of the distribution companies, DISCOMs and power departments. It is being implemented with an outlay of over 3 lakh crore rupees over a period of 5 years from financial year 2021-22 to 25-26. The scheme envisages to provide financial assistance to DISCOMs for modernization and strengthening of distribution infrastructure, focusing on improvement of the reliability and quality of supply to end consumers. Mr. Narendra Modi also unveiled the scheme during a program marking the culmination of Ujjwal Bharat, Ujjwal Bhavishya Power at 2047 through video conferencing. During the program, the Prime Minister also dedicated and laid the foundation stone of various green energy projects of National Thermal Power Corporation, NTPC Limited, worth over 5,200 crore rupees. He inaugurated the 100 megawatt MW Ramgundam floating solar project in Telangana and the 92 megawatt Kayamkulam floating solar project in Kerala. Besides, Mr. Modi also laid the foundation stone of 735 megawatt Nok solar project in Rajasthan, green hydrogen mobility project in Leh, and Kawas green hydrogen blending with natural gas project in Gujarat. On the occasion, Mr. Modi launched the National Solar Rooftop Portal, which will enable online tracking of the process of installation of the rooftop solar plant, starting from registering the applications to release of subsidy in residential consumers' bank accounts after installation and inspection of the plant. Addressing the event, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that the country has witnessed unprecedented transformation in the power sector in the last 8 years.
बीते वर्षों में हमने ऊर्जा के क्षेत्र में पिछली बहुत सी कमियों को दूर कर पावर सेक्टर को मजबूती दी है। आजादी के 70 साल बाद भी 18,000 गांवों तक बिजली नहीं पहुंच सकी। आज के नए भारत में गांव-गांव में लोग बिजली का उत्पादन कर सके, इस दिशा में काम हो रहा है। कुसुम जैसी योजनाओं से हमारे किसान अन्नदाता भी हैं, ऊर्जादाता भी बन रहे हैं, अपनी आय बढ़ा रहे हैं।
BJP National President JP Nadda reached Patna to inaugurate the 2-day joint national executive meeting of the party's 7 frontal organizations today. Mr. Nadda took part in a roadshow in which a large number of party workers participated. He will also address the national executive meeting of party functionaries this afternoon. Mr. Nadda is scheduled to inaugurate the Gram Sansad, meant to deliberate on the central and state government schemes and their implementation. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will address the concluding ceremony tomorrow. Over 700 delegates of the BJP across the country have gathered in Patna to take part in the meeting. Agriculture Minister Narendra Singh Tomar will give away Agriculture Infrastructure Fund awards in New Delhi today. The Agriculture Infrastructure Fund was launched 2 years ago under the ambitious Atmanirbhar Bharat package as a dedicated central government scheme that provides medium-long-term credit facility for investment in creation of post-harvest management infrastructure and community farming assets. As of now, out of more than 23,000 applications received on the Integrated Portal of Agri-Infra Fund, a total of 13,700 applicants have been sanctioned over 10,000 crore rupees.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah is addressing the National Conference on Drug Trafficking and National Security in Chandigarh today. The Chief Ministers of Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Punjab, the Administrator of Chandigarh, officers from the Border Security Force, National Investigation Agency and Narcotics Control Bureau, as well as the Anti-Naxal Task Force chiefs of the respective states and Narco Coordination Centre members are also present at the conference. In Jammu and Kashmir, security forces have arrested 2 hybrid terrorists linked to Lashkar-e-Taiba LET outfit from Kupwara district. In a joint operation, the Kupwara police and army's 28 Rashtriya rifles also recovered 4 pistols, 8 pistol magazines, 130 pistol rounds and 10 hand grenades from their possession during the arrest. A case under relevant sections of law has been registered in Lalpura police station and investigation has been taken up to unearth the terror module involved in the case. Meanwhile, 1 terrorist has been neutralized in an encounter that broke out at the Wanigambal area of North Kashmir's Baramulla district in the wee hours today. The identity of the slain terrorist is being ascertained. The search operation in the area was going on till the reports last came in. To commemorate the victory of Indian Armed Forces and pay tribute to the supreme sacrifice of the gunners in Operation Vijay, Point 5140 at Dras in Kargil sector has been christened as Gun Hill. Regiment of Artillery of the Indian Army, with lethal and accurate firepower, was able to have a telling effect on the enemy troops and their defences, including Point 5140, which was the key factor in early completion of operations. On behalf of the Regiment of Artillery, a wreath was laid by Lieutenant General T.K. Chawla, Director General of Artillery at Kargil War Memorial, Dras, along with veteran gunners who had participated in the operation. The ceremony was conducted in the presence of veterans from all artillery regiments which got the honour title Kargil in Operation Vijay. Serving officers of the gunner fraternity were also present on the occasion. From the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, Holi Chhadi Mubarak, associated with the ongoing Sri Amarnath Ji pilgrimage, led by Mahant Dipendra Giri Ji Maharaj, was taken to ancient Sharika Bhavani temple located at Hari Parvat in Srinagar yesterday to pay obeisance to Goddess Sharika on the occasion of Shravan Shukla Paksha Pratipad as per the age-old traditions. For details, let's listen to our Srinagar correspondent Sunil Kaul.
A sizable number of sadhus and devotees participated in the prayers at the Sharika Bhavani Ji temple in Srinagar, and the prayers lasted for about 90 minutes. Goddess Sharika Bhavani, popularly known as Tripur Sundari, is believed to be the East Devi of Srinagar city, who manifested herself in a figure of Shila, a holy rock at Hari Parvat. Chhadi Mubarak shall leave on 7th of August for Holy Cave, shrine of Sri Amarnath Ji, for main course of pilgrimage. The traditional pujan and ritual shall be performed on the auspicious occasion of Shravan Purnima on 12th of August this year. Meanwhile, Sri Amarnath Ji Yatra is smoothly going on from both the Yatra routes of Pahalgam and Baltal, and up till last evening, 2,88,000 Yatris have performed the darshan at the Holy Cave shrine of Sri Amarnath Ji. This is Sunil Kaul from Srinagar, Kashmir.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says ease of doing justice is as important as ease of doing business and ease of living, urges district legal services authorities to speed up justice delivery system. Work has been done at a fast pace in last 8 years to strengthen judicial infrastructure, says Prime Minister addresses inaugural session of first Indian District Legal Services Authorities meet in New Delhi. Prime Minister says lays foundation stone of various green energy projects of NTPC worth over 5,200 crores. Also launches National Solar Rooftop Portal. Union Minister Narendra Singh Tomar to present Agriculture Infrastructure Fund Awards in New Delhi today. Home Minister Amit Shah addresses National Conference on Drug Trafficking and National Security in Chandigarh. Point 5140 at Dras sector named as Gun Hill to mark victory of Indian Armed Forces during Operation Vijay. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And in Commonwealth Games, 3 Indian weightlifters to fight for gold in their respective categories today. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
क्या आप वरिष्ठ नागरिक हैं? क्या आपके मन में सेहत, आर्थिक, सामाजिक या भावनात्मक मुद्दों से जुड़ा कोई सवाल है? आकाशवाणी आपके लिए लेकर आया है कार्यक्रम एक कदम और बुजुर्गों के लिए, हर रविवार रात 9:30 बजे FM गोल्ड पर। आप अपने सवाल हमें WhatsApp नंबर 9289094044 पर भेज सकते हैं या इस पते पर ईमेल कर सकते हैं एक कदम और airnews@gmail.com। 24 जुलाई को सुनिए कार्यक्रम का पहला अंक। आपके सवाल हमें 22 जुलाई तक मिल जाने चाहिए।
बर्फ से ढके पहाड़,
हवा के साथ झूमते चीड़ चिनार,
झीलों पर तैरते शिकारे,
हरी भरी घाटियों के दिलकश नजारे।
आकाशवाणी समाचार आपके लिए लेकर आया है जम्मू कश्मीर विशेष श्रृंखला एक नई सुबह।
हम बात करते हैं विकास की, निवेश की,
पर्यटन की, संस्कृति की
और रोज हो रहे बदलावों की। FM गोल्ड पर सुनिए हर शुक्रवार रात 9:15 पर आकाशवाणी समाचार की विशेष प्रस्तुति
जम्मू कश्मीर एक नई सुबह।
Welcome back to the Midday News. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad through Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 91st episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of All India Radio and Doordarshan, AIR News website and News on AIR mobile app. It will also be live streamed on the YouTube channels of AIR News, DD News, BMO and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. AIR will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast. The regional language versions will also be repeated at 8 p.m. The News Services Division of All India Radio will bring an exclusive interview with Anil Kumar Jain, Secretary in the Ministry of Coal, in the program Spotlight tonight. Talking to AIR News, Coal Secretary highlighted the crisis faced by the energy sector owing to the COVID situation, its deft handling and the key learnings to overcome any such future challenges.
We have pressed into action the private sector and the non-CIL coal sector who were given mines. We have been allotting coal mines. So for the last 2 years, we have been working very hard with the states, with these allottees. We are trying to remove all regulatory hurdles. Their production this year against what was 89 million tons last year is going to be about 140 million tons this year.
The full interview can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:15 p.m. onwards. This will also be available on our website newsonair.nic.in and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official.
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has called for urgently addressing the energy and food crisis that the world is facing today due to disruptions from the COVID pandemic and Ukraine conflict. Dr. Jaishankar was speaking at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization SCO Foreign Ministers meeting at Tashkent in Uzbekistan yesterday. The minister said that the response required to address these challenges includes resilient and diversified supply chains as well as reformed multilateralism. He stressed that zero tolerance for terrorism in all its manifestations is a must. Dr. Jaishankar reiterated India's position on Afghanistan and highlighted the humanitarian support given by India, including wheat, medicines, vaccines and clothing. He also underlined the potential of Chabahar port for SCO's economic future. The External Affairs Minister spoke about the economic progress in India, stressing the relevance of startups and innovation. Apart from India, foreign ministers of China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Russia, Tajikistan and Uzbekistan also participated in the meeting. Over 203 crore 94 lakh vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. The Health Ministry said over 33,87,000 doses were administered yesterday. Over 20,408 new cases were recorded in the last 24 hours. India's active caseload currently stands at 1,43,384. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said over 20,000 people recovered in the last 24 hours. The recovery rate is currently at 98.48%.
And now let's listen to our special program Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव। Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News, Birth of a Nation.
India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the struggle every day.
In today's episode, we remember Gandhian freedom fighter Gangadhar Rao Balkrishna Deshpande, who died on the 30th of July 1960. He played a prominent role in arousing feelings of patriotism amongst the people of Karnataka and Maharashtra.
Gangadhar Rao was born on the 31st of March 1871 in Belgaum, Karnataka. He was initially more inclined towards social reforms, but got inspired towards the freedom movement when he met Lokmanya Tilak. Referred to as the Lion of Karnataka, Gangadhar Rao led the youth of Karnataka in the struggle for Swaraj.
After the death of Tilak, Deshpande looked upon Gandhiji as a natural successor of Tilak's vision and philosophy. When Gandhiji started the Salt Satyagraha movement, Deshpande too defied the law by selling contraband salt and was arrested.
He was called the Khadi Bhagiratha of Karnataka as he went from village to village creating awareness about the Khadi movement.
Due to the leadership of Gangadhar Rao, the residents of Belgaum participated enthusiastically in the Quit India movement in 1942. The effective organization and implementation of the Quit India movement in Belgaum and its surrounding districts soon came to be known as the Karnataka pattern, and this became popular in the entire country.
Gangadhar Rao Deshpande passed away on the 30th of July, 1960. AIR News salutes the great nationalist.
We also remember social reformer Muthulakshmi Reddy, who was born on the 30th of July 1886 in the erstwhile princely state of Pudukkottai, now in Tamil Nadu. A multifaceted personality, Muthulakshmi Reddy had several firsts to her credit. She was one of the first woman doctors of the country, the first woman member of the Madras Legislative Council, the first woman to be elected as its deputy chairperson, the first president of the Women's India Association, and the first woman to be elected as alderman of the Madras Corporation. At the top of these achievements, she is known for her political activism in respect of social issues, including campaigning against child marriage and the Devadasi system.
Muthulakshmi's father, S. Narayanaswamy Iyer, the principal of Maharaja's College, was ostracized from his family because of his marriage to Muthulakshmi's mother, Chandrammal, a Devadasi. She developed a close relationship with the maternal side of her family, and this closeness made her very perceptive of the Devadasi community and their issues. Narayanaswamy Iyer broke the tradition and sent Muthulakshmi
When Muthulakshmi passed the matriculation exam, she applied for admission to Maharaja's College, but
her application was not welcomed as the authorities felt she might demoralize the male students. However, the Maharaja of Pudukkottai ignored these objections and gave her a scholarship.
During her college years, Muthulakshmi met Sarojini Naidu and began to attend women's meetings. The two great personalities who influenced her life were Mahatma Gandhi and Annie Besant.
In 1930, Muthulakshmi Reddy introduced in the Madras Legislative Council a bill which later became the Devadasi Abolition Act. The bill had to wait for over 15 years to become an act.
Muthulakshmi Reddy continued to work for the empowerment of women till her death on the 22nd of July, 1968. AIR News salutes the great daughter of India.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
As a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, All India Radio News brings its listeners a special quiz on India's freedom movement and its glorious history. The next question of Amrit Mahotsav quiz will be shared with the listeners on Monday, the 1st of August. Celebrate 75 years of India's independence by participating in Amrit Mahotsav quiz with AIR News.
अब हर घर की छत पर शान से फहरेगा तिरंगा, गुनगुनाए जाएंगे नव विकास के गीत, आन बान शान का प्रतीक राष्ट्रध्वज तिरंगा। आइए आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के पावन अवसर पर इस स्वाधीनता दिवस हर घर फहराते हैं तिरंगा और लेते हैं भव्य और सशक्त भारत के निर्माण का संकल्प।
आइए हर घर फहराएं तिरंगा।
In Commonwealth Games 2022, Indian pair of Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy and Ashwini Ponnappa today outclassed Sri Lankan pair of Sachin Dias and Telini Handehewa 21-14, 21-9 in mixed doubles events at Birmingham. Indian weightlifters will be in action on day 2 of the CWG 2022 as 3 of them vie for the gold in their respective weight categories. All eyes will be on Mirabai Chanu as she attempts to recreate 2018's gold-winning performance. Swimmer Srihari Natraj will also have a lot of eyes on him as he becomes just the 4th Indian swimmer in the CWG final. Sanket Sargar and Gururaj Pujari will also be eyeing podium finishes in weightlifting on the game's second day. Bindya Rani Devi might give a 4th weightlifting medal too. Later in the day, the Indian athletes will also certainly find themselves busy with qualification rounds and group stage matches across different disciplines.
Now let us take a look at the weather update for the day. National capital Delhi is expected to have generally cloudy sky with light rain. Mumbai is likely to have generally cloudy sky with light rain. Kolkata is expected to have partly cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. Chennai will witness generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says ease of justice is as important as ease of doing business and ease of living, urges district legal services authorities to speed up justice delivery system. Work has been done at a fast pace in last 8 years to strengthen judicial infrastructure, says Prime Minister. Addresses inaugural session of first Indian District Legal Services Authorities meet in New Delhi. Prime Minister lays foundation stone of various green energy projects of NTPC worth over 5,200 crore. Also launches National Solar Rooftop Portal. Union Minister Narendra Singh Tomar to present Agriculture Infrastructure Fund Awards in New Delhi today. Home Minister Amit Shah addresses National Conference on Drug Trafficking and National Security in Chandigarh. .5140 at Dras sector named as Gun Hill to mark victory of Indian Armed Forces during Operation Vijay. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to share his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And in Commonwealth Games, 3 Indian weightlifters to fight for gold in their respective categories today. And with that, we end the midday news.